Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestle Dude YouTube channel. As today we are going to be talking about The Last of Us. More specifically, The Last of Us TV series that is going to be coming to HBO Max in the future. Some stuff has been coming out about the show, mostly like set leaks and stuff like that. Some very interesting stuff that I kind of want to talk about and give my very early thoughts on like what this show sort of looks like, sort of my opinion on some of the stuff that I feel like is kind of already seemingly going to be wrong about the show. So before we get started, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below on all this stuff we go through today, and let me know what you guys are thinking about this show coming in. But I have a bunch of these images saved that I found online. I couldn't find the original source of any of them, so my apologies to you, but credit to whoever posted these to begin with. But yeah, they're all like set leaked photos and stuff of like what some of the sets look like, what some of the characters look like. So we're going to get into it here, and I'll make sure to put up all the images here in order. But the first one I have here is of a bus overgrown with a bunch of like vines and stuff like that. Sort of the basic look of like what a lot of the sets for this show will probably look like. A lot of like overgrown areas of cities, and there's a building behind it saying like Tony the Tailor building. I don't know if that's an already existing business, but this is obviously part of the set that they're going to be filming. The next one is of a Boston police car, once again overgrown with a bunch of vines and stuff. So obviously part of this show is probably going to be taking place in Boston. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure the game actually starts out with you in the Boston quarantine zone as Joel. So I'm fairly certain that's probably where this setting is going to be. So odds are, depending on how many days that they shot here in Boston, who knows? I know the stuff in the video game where we played in Boston wasn't really that long. It was just Joel and Tess, who I'll talk about later. Joel and Tess like doing their stuff, trying to find their gun shipments that were taken from them by somebody. I can't remember his name. But yeah, that's obviously what this car is. And then we get another shot of the Boston police car here. A couple more shots of just cars with overgrown vines and a lot of like dirt and stuff on the ground. Obviously some barred off areas due to the set. Now this next one that I want to talk about is actually a two-piece image, and I'm thinking this is going to be where Joel, Ellie, and Tess make their way to the Capitol building, which, for those of us that have played the game, is a pretty big moment, especially in the story for Tess, since it's kind of her last area of the story. But yeah, we see the Capitol building with all the like overgrown stuff around it, and then we see a long stretch of road with the overgrown stuff around it, so looking very cool there. I'm loving the aesthetic so far. Moving on, we have another image here. I'm sure that some stuff here, like in the background, some of the stuff will be edited out. There's like a building with like the lights on and stuff like that in there. Obviously, in the game, like there is no electricity, so I'm sure some of that stuff will be edited out, maybe like gone over with CGI and stuff like that. But we see some stuff with like some broken down vehicles and what looks like fallen buildings, broken concrete and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see where what sort of like TV/movie magic they use to kind of edit out all the areas where obviously the stuff is not broken down like it should be for the show. Here we go. We got another shot of what looks like the Capitol building, somebody on a ladder, probably somebody that's setting up for the filming of the Capitol building segments, putting up the vines and stuff like that. So pretty interesting to see that kind of stuff. Let's see. We've got another shot of all this like broken down concrete with Kelly building behind here. I'm guessing that's also another real building, but yeah, another shot of the concrete. Now this is a shot, I'm pretty sure this is a shot that came out on Outbreak Day. Which is sort of like The Last of Us's like celebration day. It's like the day that the pandemic started in the video game world, which I think they actually changed it to just The Last of Us Day back in 2020, just obviously because like, you know, having a holiday for this video game called Outbreak Day in the middle of a real pandemic, didn't really fit for a lot of people. But they released this image of what looks to be Joel, played by Pedro Pascal, and Ellie, played by what's her name? Sally Ramsey, something Ramsey, Bella Ramsey, Sally Ramsey, Bella Ramsey. My bad. But yeah, it's a shot of them from behind, looking at what looks to be a broken down plane. And just by looking at this image, I can see that they have the accurate backpacks, obviously, from the game. Obviously, you see the backpacks a lot, so it's great that they have the backpacks looking right. We have the right pins on Ellie's one. We have the right duct tape spots and stuff on Joel's one. Looks like it's the right brands as well. I'll be honest, when I saw this image, I did not like it. The look of it, with the plane in the background and stuff like that, you can definitely tell that it's fake. You can definitely tell that it's all computer animated. But obviously, I mean, you could probably tell that it was going to be fake. But to me, this doesn't seem like high production TV design, like special effects. This seems like something that someone would use in like a fan film on like YouTube. No offense. I mean, maybe this is just an early look at it. Maybe this is just like all they have so far. Maybe they'll do some tweaking to make it look better. But just first impressions going off of this image, I don't really like the look of it, to be honest. But I'm still holding out hope for it here. Obviously, there's still some really good stuff here. Obviously, like I said, the backpacks, it looks like Joel's got on some sort of right gear. I'm interested to see what the heck this scene is all about, because obviously in the video game, this scene never happened. There was never any scene where Joel and Ellie are staring at a broken down plane, and obviously Ellie has a fascination for flying, especially going to outer space and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe this is an added in scene where Joel and Ellie come upon this crashed plane. They're searching around for supplies, and Ellie maybe gets to hang around the cockpit for a little bit. This final image that I want to talk about is a three-person shot of Bella Ramsey's Ellie, Pedro Pascal's Joel, and then what's her name playing Jess, or Tess, Jess, whatever, Anna Torv playing Tess, all of them standing together. I'm guessing this is probably when they're getting ready to go into the Capitol building. The first thing that really stood out here to me is Ellie is not wearing her shirt, the big, like, noticeable shirt from the game, which, to be honest, I'm not really a fan of, you know, to be honest. Like, for Waredrobe, like, I don't get how they missed this. Like, that shirt on Ellie is kind of a pretty big thing in the game. Like, it's a pretty noticeable thing. Like, when people see that shirt, like, I've seen people like out, like, just randomly, like, people wearing that designed shirt that Ellie wears in the game, and I'm able to notice, like, oh crap, that's from The Last of Us, nice shirt. But this just kind of looks like whatever they had, like, in the Lost and Found basket they just gave to it. The shoes are correct. I'm pretty sure Ellie had those types of shoes. Joel's looks fine. Tess looks fine. It's just Ellie's look doesn't look right. It just kind of looks like a random person's outfit. Like, this could be in an attire I could see on The Walking Dead, like, on a character. This doesn't look like something that I could see, like, Ellie coming in. Now, obviously, like I said, with the plane thing, that was never in the game, so maybe they are making changes, but changing the wardrobe to not feature Ellie's iconic shirt design just seems like a very weird choice. But I could see them sort of changing the story a little bit to where maybe Ellie ends up finding that shirt later on. Maybe, like, when Tess is out of the picture and it's just Joel and Ellie, maybe Joel finds her that shirt and gives it to her. So maybe it's a little bit more of a more interesting moment, you know, for the two. But just having it not from the beginning just seems very, very weird. I'll be honest, also with this show, what worries me is with the game, with moments like the beginning with Joel and his daughter Sarah, or the moment with Ellie and Joel arguing in the bedroom, you know, like after Tommy, they go to Tommy's town. Moments like that, I feel like, really hit hard for a lot of the fans of the video game just because of the way it was acted, the way it was portrayed. Pedro Pascal obviously is a really great actor. I've never really seen anything that Bella Ramsey has been in, nor really anybody else that's involved with the show, as far as I know. But the thing that I'm worried about is I don't think that they're going to be able to capture the same like emotional resonance that the voice actors in the game did, just because like obviously they do have a lot to live up to, like the stuff from that first game and even some stuff from the second game is very good based on the voice acting from the voice actors, so they have a lot to live up to in this show. I'm of the opinion that I don't think they were really going to be able to hit the mark. I hope I'm wrong, but it's just going to be very interesting to see. Like, I'm interested to see the first trailer for this. It's also interesting to see. I haven't seen any like infected like so far. Like, there are no shots of infected. There are no set photos of like the cordyceps fungus. So either they haven't shot any of that stuff yet, or either they will be added in post production. Um, but yeah, just some honest thoughts here. Like the set design looks cool. Like obviously just overgrown vines on cars and stuff. I'm sure there'll be some, like I said, special effects to sort of ramp up that stuff, to edit out like some of the online or on lights, the working light bulbs in some of the buildings and stuff like that. Maybe add some more vines and overgrown stuff in just to make it a little bit more like apocalyptic. Like I said, the design for like the wardrobe for Joel, it looks good. Tess's wardrobe looks fine. Just Ellie missing that iconic shirt design looks just very, very weird. And yeah, that one shot with Joel and Ellie looking at the downed airplane just doesn't really look good to me right now. I will be interested to see what more comes out of this show. Like I said, I'm interested to see whenever they release the first trailer and what it all entails. And I'm interested to see how Pedro Pascal as Joel plays off of Bella Ramsey as Ellie and among other characters. I'm excited to see what Bill is like in this show. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting project. Obviously, like I said, with the airplane scene and maybe with Ellie missing her iconic shirt here, it seems like they're changing some stuff from the game for this show. I'm just hoping that they don't change too much to where it just feels like they've completely rewritten the first game's story for this show, but I hope they keep in a lot of the really good stuff. Like, I hope they keep in that argument between Ellie and Joel in the bedroom. I hope they really keep in a lot of the basically the same elements of Sarah's death from the beginning of the game. I hope they keep in the moments leading up to Tess's death from the first game. So I guess we'll have to see once the first trailer comes out and when the show comes to HBO Max. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought. And let me know what you guys are thinking about this show. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? What do you think of the characters? What do you think of Ellie not having her iconic shirt? What do you think of some of the shots that I've shown you here? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys later.